The Bills make me wanna shout.
Welcome to this week's episode of the PWO. Corey's bug-eyed.
I was like, why'd that just start beeping all of a sudden as soon as we started? Son of a bit. The door wasn't closed all the way.
Or you got the Jeep Wrangler Gremlins.
Probably.
So just don't get it wet and don't feed it after midnight. You'll be okay.
I don't know.
All right. We're Spartan asked if we can do a Wheel of Destiny for the Mafia vets. So before we spin the wheel, if you would, Spartan, go ahead and explain what we're doing it for. I know we're doing it to help you guys, but
yep. So the Mafia vets on our page, we had posted that we're going to give away 2 sets of training camp tickets to 2 vets who are either nominated or posted themselves to the post. So we got a list of the names. There are only a handful, but we got names. We're going to spin the wheel twice. We're going to remove the first winner from it, so you can't win twice. And then we'll pick another winner so that we can bless 2 veterans with going to training camp who didn't have the opportunity to. So Go ahead, Pat. Go ahead and spin the wheel of death.
All right.
See who our
wait. Hold on. Before you spin it, we gotta show the first Mafia Vets giveaway, bro.
Oh, the very first.
If anybody saw the post today, literally it was Jeremy, right? Had texted the group chat and was like, hey, we have this Jeep we want to give to a Mafia or give to a veteran. And then it was literally right after the draft, and I made a joke in there. I was like, I'll take it. I was like, my car's trash. And then Spartan went in that night and like a side chat made with everybody and talked to them and like told them like how crappy my car was and about me and stuff. And the next day they were like, dude, we want to give this to you. I was like, what? Oh my God. And I was like, wait, I'm like one of the fathers or founding thing of this group. Like, damn, hold on. They're like, I know that's what it's all about, man. You're a veteran though. We want to help you. And I was like, okay. And so I finally went today. We went and picked it up, man. And yeah. So we're starting to do some stuff, man. I really appreciate everybody, Spartan for setting it up, Jeremy, all them. Like I can't even start to name names. There's so many people involved. So I love all you guys. So whoever wins, good luck.
Don't worry, Corey. I did not put on the wheel of these nuts.
I should have.
So here's the
All right,
first.
Here goes our first winner.
Chad Goodwin.
Chad Goodwin is our first winner. I'll make sure to take a picture. All right, got it.
All right.
Oh, shit. Yeah, well, it's still there. All right, remove it and spin the next one.
I'm guessing David Lusk. That's my guess.
You'd be wrong.
You are wrong.
Nope, I'm wrong.
Justin Johnson.
JJ. My bad, Justin. I have no idea if they call you that.
Send it to the group. We will be reaching out to those 2 individuals or those who have nominated them, so that way we can get the tickets transferred over. Should be coming from probably Jeremy Gullo. So
Appreciate it, Adam.
I don't know what he's mentioning here, but Joey Hatch goes, and are they using Hughes for a trade clip? Not that I'm aware of. I'm not going anywhere there, Joey.
No, I think he's talking about what's his name?
No. I know.
Oh yeah, duh, Patrick Hughes. I get it now. We're making a trade. Yeah, podcast trading, dude. It's the off season. We're making trades. What the fuck? That'd be some wild shit.
Draft, but you trade podcasters,
right? I'd be like Gronkowski when he almost got traded. I'd be like, nah, I retired, bro. I ain't going there.
Yep. My helmet doesn't fit, or pulling Antonio Brown.
Everyone thinks Eli Manning is this great fucking humble dude. Remember how he came into the NFL? Someone didn't want to play for, what was it, the Chargers or something?
Yep. He got drafted by the Chargers and decided to go elsewhere.
Yep.
However, he's not the first one to do that.
Yeah.
John
Then he
Elway.
went to the USFL.
Well, John Elway was drafted by the Baltimore Colts and said I was going to go play baseball if I couldn't go somewhere else.
Yeah.
So,
Shit, remember that dude for the Bills? What was his name? He retired at halftime of the first game.
Yeah.
Not even halftime. It was like halftime of the first quarter.
Yeah, he made two. Vernon or Levante Davis, he did 2 plays and then disappeared.
And then that was the first year we made the playoffs in like 25 million years. I was like, yeah, how'd that work out for you, bud?
Let's just be honest. That Levante Davis thing, that doesn't happen with any other team other than the Bills. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's typical.
Bro, it is too cold. I am too old. This team sucks. I'm going home, bro. I'm done.
It's cold in September. But so let's get into real quick the we'll talk about it real quick. Non-Bills related topic, not really Buffalo, but if anybody has seen the Michael Strahan interview with former running back Chris Johnson, damn, that was hard to watch.
Yeah, man.
For those that don't know, Chris Johnson came out. He's former Tennessee Titans running back that hit 2,000 yards in one season. I think he's one of the youngest ones to ever do that.
Yeah.
He did it. He apparently was diagnosed last year with ALS.
What they say? He has like maybe 3 years, I think they said.
They just told him just get his affairs in order. So,
yeah. And it's already been a year since he got diagnosed.
Yeah. That's like I said, that was
sad, dude.
Yeah. And then we found out that Jim Kelly apparently had a stroke. He's recovering good. We heard that at the ribbon ceremony, which damn, dude. Like Jim, you don't need any more issues. You've already battled cancer a couple times and now that it's like no.
Wow.
Spartan, do you have anything on the Chris Johnson?
Well, I did some research, obviously, when it was brought up that we were going to talk about it. So, for those that don't know, he has ALS. He has a form called sporadic ALS, which is the most common form of ALS. It affects about 90% of Americans. Basically, sporadic ALS. Well, he's 40 now. He was 39 when he was diagnosed.
Yeah.
So there's that, John. That's where the 39 came into play. I lost my train of thought. Hold on.
Sporadic ALS.
Yeah. So sporadic ALS, what that is that if you don't have like a family member who has it and it's just you that have it, that's sporadic. Otherwise, it's hereditary. What he has is a very aggressive form of it. That's why his symptoms have come on so quick and so strong. For those that didn't watch the interview, his family actually had his voice recorded prior to him losing his voice because it's affecting his vocal cords. And now he talks using a computer, which he utilizes his eyes to speak. So it was actually a really cool use of technology because he had a full conversation with Michael Strahan. Obviously, a lot of the questions were probably given to him, so a lot of his answers were dictated. But see, he still had to choose when to say them and in what order, and he was able to do that. So I thought that was actually pretty cool. But it's sad. I mean, the guy's now 40, and he was literally told when he was diagnosed to get his affairs in order because of how aggressive his version of it is. And to go from being CJ2K is how we all knew him as, the fastest running back in the league at the time, to now, wheelchair bound, can't talk. It shows that life outside of football is what everyone deals with. what they deal with on the field is, in the NFL, but these players also have lives after football. Even after the games, when they go home, they still have families and stuff. And he's got young children. He's trying to spend every moment, spending quality time with them and absorbing what he can and interacting with them in the best way that he can. My prayers go out to him and his family.
All these famous people have lives and problems, just like money can't buy extra life.
No, I mean he was a benefactor of a what is it, a trial treatment, which has helped, I guess, the progression of it being as fast as it is progressing. And part of that was because obviously who he is, obviously, but still, it still, it hits home, when you see someone that young, who still had a full life ahead of him, it's now derailed, and his family's still trying to find answers as to how this came about. Like, they still don't know how he just randomly got it. So they're still looking for all those answers. So again, prayers to Chris and his family, and I hope that you live a longer than expected life.
Yep. I always hope for one of those miracle things where, like, you just wake up and the doctor's like, "You're healed. I got no idea. You're good."
Mm-hmm.
Well, it gives you a better perspective on life, and it just tells you, listen, life, like they say, life is really definitely short. You don't know what hands you're going to get dealt until they come across the table. So,
live life to the fullest, because tomorrow is not guaranteed.
You can't outrun death, and you can't outrun taxes.
Mm-hmm.
The only guaranteed things in this world.
Well, speaking of
New York,
speaking of the fact that he got 2,000 rushing yards, the Bills had a player that at one point got 2,000 rushing yards, and for some reason the Bills are deciding they need to erase him from history, or so they're trying. Which I don't get it. I don't understand why. Before we get into that, and I'll let Corey go next with it, but let me give you some numbers to go with this. So, O.J. Simpson was the first running back to ever hit 2,000 yards in a single season. He's the only player to do it under 16 games. He was put on the Bills Wall of. He was the first player to ever get put on the Bills Wall of Fame. He was put there in 1980. So he's been on the wall for 46 years. The murders, because again, he was acquitted, happened in 1994. So for 32 years, you've had a chance to remove him, and you could, again, had he been removed in 94 or 95, I don't think many Bills fans would have been mad. I think they would have understood. But 32 years later, you're now just not, because you got a new stadium, you're not going to put him on there. So, Corey?
It's, man, when I was on the 24/7 K-Gun last night, we talked about it a little bit, and I just, for that man to do his outside life, like you said, the murders, he got drunk and whatever, that's between him and God, him and whoever you believe in, him and whatever, when he dies. That's got nothing to do with me. Those things that you just read about all we focus on is those bad things. Like, all right, so he's got a couple bad things. How come we're not focusing on that long list of good things? Like you said, the first player on the wall, he was the one that made them think, maybe we should recognize good players and put them on the wall. So like you said, that first off. Second off, 2,000 rushing yards. And back then, I think it was 14 games.
Correct.
And defenses weren't small, tiny, speedy guys like they are now. Even safeties and everybody were big, burly. Like, yeah, they were quick, but they weren't running like 4 flat, 3 something. Like, they were bigger dudes. You were getting hit. And that was a run-heavy offense back then. They knew the ball was going to OJ, and he still put up 2,000 yards. So if he had the extra 6 games or whatever they have now, dude could have hit almost 3,000. At 14 games, you're averaging 1,000 yards almost every 7 games. So it's the things he did on the football field, he gets recognized for. The things he did off the football field, he gets recognized for. So why are we continuing to recognize this but not recognize that? It's you could back and forth all day, the good, the bad, the good, the bad. Either, like you said, should have got rid of it back in the day, or should have kept it the same now. Don't start the flippy floppy thing just because.
Well, like I said, if this was 1 or 2 years after the murders happened, fine. Okay, I understand your stance on this, and then again, if things turn out the way they did where he was acquitted, maybe put him back on. But while he was going through it, you could have removed him then.
Yeah.
32 years later is just kind of a slap in the face, to be honest.
Yeah. And the comment people, y'all can hate me all you want. I'm not saying by saying that, you got to remember his stuff. No, I'm not saying I like the dude as a person. I'm not saying any of that type of thing. I'm not saying whatever. I'm just saying if you're going to recognize the bad he did, why not recognize what he did before that too? Which also, Scott made a very good point last night. It was either Scott or Jared. I'm not sure which one, and I never thought about that either. And it's not condoning. I'm not trying to condone any of the stupid stuff he did in his regular life. But CTE and all these head and brain injuries weren't recognized back then. So who's to say the guy didn't fall off the deep? You look at OJ college and in the NFL at first, compared to the OJ, it's almost the same thing with Antonio Brown. It's 2 different people all of a sudden. Pepperidge Farm remembers. Fucking Lou. Fucking Lou, he video called me the other day. Shout out to another veteran. Lou's got a whole Pepperidge Farm. Oh my God, he got 17 chickens, cows, ducks, geese, blah, blah, blah. I was like, holy crow. The first man to ever hit.
What's your take on the whole OJ thing?
Well, here's my take on it. Again, I don't condone what he did off the field, whether he did it or not. Regardless, pays no regards to this. Here's my one fact that I will say. Is he still in the NFL Hall of Fame?
Yes.
Then why the fuck isn't he on our goddamn wall?
Right.
If the NFL is choosing to keep him on the fucking in the Hall of Fame, then there's no reason why the Bills should not have him on the fucking ring.
What's scary is he was put on the wall before he went into the NFL Hall of Fame.
Yeah. But I'm saying, so
you're right.
If that's the fact, I want every NFL owner, I think it was either Jerry or Scott was talking about this yesterday as well too, and I feel the exact same way. Every single player that's in the NFL right now, you'd probably have one team in the NFL of players that don't have something. Look at Diggs. Diggs had all these charges against him. Oh, he wasn't found guilty.
Yeah.
So are we going to hold it against
everybody in their past? And I'm not trying to say anything bad against women. The same thing goes for women. Y'all got a crazy ex. Every man in their past has a crazy ex-girlfriend. And all of a sudden you start making money and you treated me like shit. I'm probably going to be like, he raped me and try to get a dollar bill too. Like the fuck? I'm not saying I condone what the women do or the men, whatever. Like I said,
what happened to Matt Araiza?
They all do shit.
Matt Araiza, punk god.
Yeah.
We got him, right? What happened?
What's the receiver? Right? The receiver. He got pulled over on the way to the game. Miami, the little guy.
Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill got pulled over on the way to the game and still played in the game an hour later.
Yeah. So if the NFL isn't going to hold these players or these clubs, these teams accountable, at the same level, then why are we doing this?
And if we are, how come it didn't come down to a fan vote then?
For something like that, the name being on the wall, it should have been. But so
like the MLB did it to Pete Rose, right? They blacklisted Pete Rose from going into the Hall of Fame.
Or worst case scenario, it wasn't Marv Levy, his coach.
No.
No, that
No?
was before Marlevi's
Oh
time.
yeah, it was even before. Sorry, dude's 100. I don't fucking know. And I'm like, as I was gonna say, how about you
Yeah.
ask Marv? Like, Marv, what are your thoughts, man? Like, but like, I don't. It just, I don't understand it.
I think his accolades on the field
Right,
should be that his accolades on the field.
right.
Out of the field is a different thing. Once you leave the NFL, whole other story. You know?
Yeah.
Now, to what Lou was saying, Pete Rose should be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
So now he's eligible now because now they took him off the blacklist.
Yep. Which is crazy because, like you said, I'm not. That doesn't make it right or wrong either. But what happened came years after his NFL career. It wasn't like during his career. It wasn't anything like that. It didn't affect any of that stuff.
Ray Lewis.
Ray Lewis. Yep. What's his name? They had the documentary on him. The dude from New England. He killed the fucking guy.
Yeah, well, he was.
Gonzalez.
He's not in a Hall of Fame or anything. But,
No.
Right, but
Gonzalez.
still.
So being that we're on the topic of, we've named 2 running backs that have hit the 2,000-yard mark. Corey, we're going to play a little trivia thing with you. Do you know how many?
Stump the bald guy.
Do you know how many running backs have hit 2,000 yards in a single season?
In the NFL?
Yes.
Like total?
No.
Total.
No, we're talking about the National Lacrosse League, okay? NLL.
Say, well, no, because there's teams that have had multiple guys do it. Maybe, probably not.
Corey's got
only one team has had 2 guys that have done it, and that's the Tennessee Titans.
That's what I thought. I was gonna say, and that was Henry and Chris Johnson, wasn't it?
Correct.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for a total and say 6, and maybe that's probably high.
You're low.
Am I?
Yes.
14.
The total is 9.
9.
Oh shit.
So, can you name any of the 9?
Chris Johnson, Travis Henry,
Okay.
LaDainian Tomlinson,
Travis Henry.
or Derrick Henry, LaDainian Tomlinson.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
What?
LT did not do it.
What? Marshall Falk?
Nope.
Nope.
Yep.
Barry did?
Yep.
Barry,
Jim Brown?
on his negative yards, probably had 3,000 yards in a season.
OJ, obviously, that's 5. Was there 9, you said?
Yeah, there's one name you're not going to get, but you'll remember who he is when you hear the name.
I'm trying to think if any.
Stump.
Lou, it's Stump the Chump.
Yeah, Lou, the biggest chump you ever met.
I like this here. Stump the Stump.
I don't, man, 4 more.
Stump the Woodchuck.
Oh, I want to.
All right, so let me put you out of your misery here. First one, and I'll give you them in order of when they did it.
I'm gonna do an out of nowhere one that's off the wall that I know probably isn't, but if it was, it won. It's Jerome Bettis.
No.
Damn.
No Pittsburgh Steeler is on the list.
I don't think so.
All right, so in order from when they did it, obviously O.J. Simpson was number 1.
Emmett Smith.
The guy that did it second has the record that nobody has broken yet is Eric Dickerson.
Eric Dickerson, right? Okay.
Number 3 is Barry Sanders. Number 4 is Terrell Davis.
Terrell Davis.
He
was a beast.
The name you would never have thought of, but you will when you hear it, is number 5, Jamal Lewis.
Jamal Lewis. That's right.
6 was Chad Johnson, or Chris Johnson, sorry.
Chris Johnson, yeah.
7 is Adrian Peterson.
Okay, Adrian Peterson. That's the newer guy I was trying to think of after LaDainian Tomlinson. I was like, there's another one.
We'll get in the AP in a second, but the next one was Derrick Henry and then Saquon Barkley.
Oh, yeah, Saquon did it. That's right.
Now, the thing about Adrian Peterson, the thing that makes his interesting, and I'll say he's the second best one to do it, he did that after a year coming off an ACL tear.
Right. Didn't he do that in Minnesota?
Yes.
Yeah.
Tears his ACL,
After his injury,
comes
yep.
back, and literally, not only did he get comeback player of the year, he should have been the league MVP because damn.
I remember, I think my brother picked him up in fantasy football, and I was like, "You're fucking retarded." I'm like, he's old as shit, coming off of ACL, and by like week 7, I was like, "Bro, suck a whole dick. That guy just won you." Like I was like, "That guy just won you the whole fantasy. You're a bitch."
He is literally the only person that I have seen literally come back 8 months after an ACL and look exactly, if not better than he was before he tore it. I've never seen that with anybody else other than him. Steroids might have been a thing. Just
saying.
Bro.
Can't prove it. Might have been a thing.
Oh yeah, dude. They get all those shots and stuff too that you can't feel it anyways.
So, I would be remiss if we didn't talk about the current stuff with the Bills and the. I know Corey's going to go on a rant about it. The blue and red game. That is some shit that they came out with,
dude. And then Monster shared a thing that said that in New York State they have a law that you're not allowed to you can give away free tickets, but you can't sell a ticket that was free. So these ones that are for sale are ones that season ticket holders got that are selling them for $200. Like, make it make sense, man. Mm-hmm. And then they say, well, what did you expect? And like I said last night on the K-Gun, I hate saying it because I'm new to it, but like also just because you're a super fan doesn't mean like everybody else isn't super fans too and has just as much passion. We just dress up. So even though I'm new to that, I feel bad saying it, but like, and I know the Bills at the end of the day don't owe us anything. Just like you could argue the point too. We don't have to buy all this shit. We don't have to do all this shit either. But like, it's like a fucking smack in the face because you have all these people, not even just us, all these people, all these podcasts, all these fans that care so much about their teams, not even Bills fans. And then they just do this new shit and they're like, oh, it's new, so we justify it. Okay, what happens when Josh Allen and them leave in a couple years and we don't rebuild like we were supposed to? What if we're a shit team and stuff again, then we go to blacked out fucking games and shit?
So, hold on. We got to backtrack a little.
Yeah.
Insulation in his basement.
That's what DJ Moore bought all the T-shirts for.
Yeah, I know, you saw that?
So, apparently they're going for Spartans and say, hey, free shirts, man. Take it. If that's going to be the case, Corey's putting holes in his walls next year.
Well, right. It's just, it's like, I mean, I get it. You're trying, but what, like, if you would have done like anywhere from like, $1 to $50, cool, man. But like, you're sitting here selling something that was just free just because it's a new stadium and stuff and all this. Oh, we're going to charge them now and make it this and make it that. Like, the first year of the blue and red, I think there was like 8,000 fans. That last one we all went to last year at Spartan, there was like 45,000 fans there. The whole damn thing was pretty much full. And it's like people bringing kids, like they interact. Josh is throwing the ball to them. Like now you got to pay. And like you said, if you don't live there, so someone like me, I buy a $200 ticket, then drive 2 hours there, spend the $50 in gas, $80 in gas. Well, I got a big Jeep now, so the $80 in gas there, and then you take your daughter or your kid or whatever, and then the kids want to eat. Like you're talking $500-$600 for a fucking practice.
Like we've seen it with, the WWE.
Like I get you want to make $1, but god damn.
We've seen it with the Super Bowls. We've seen it with WWE recently. We've seen it with even NASCAR at like the Daytona 500. They're no longer catering to the average fans anymore. They're trying to cater to the millionaires.
Yep.
It's like, unless you're a millionaire, you're probably not going to games.
And that's why I said, at the end of the day, I mean, it would take a lot for everyone to stay quiet to prove that football really is rigged and this and that. I know it all goes around. I think there is some weird stuff that does happen a little bit here and there. But like all of a sudden, like I get it. Maybe Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift really are in love and all this and all that. But like, you can't tell me all of a sudden they have all these famous people there and they're showing them on the screens and all this. Basketball has definitely turned into that. Like they spend 5 minutes just showing, oh, so-and-so's here, so-and-so's here. So who gives a fuck, man?
Well, to me,
they watch sports like the rest of us. Who cares? Like, it's how about show the guy that just fucking, like one of us guys, a blue collar dude that just fucking broke his back for 2 weeks straight, a month and a half to save up $200 to fucking show them people, man.
Well, the only two, like I said, so when you saw the Knicks, parade, I was absolutely disgusted by it because it's like
Yeah.
I see all these celebrities and I'm like, you had nothing to do with this. And let's be honest, the only celebrity, there's two of them in my mind that should have been in that parade. Was Spike Lee, because he's been a diehard Knicks fan from the time they were horrible.
I was surprised when he wasn't like a leader in that parade.
But the only other one that should have been in there, let's be honest, got to give credit where credit's due. Probably got to give Danhausen in there because let's be honest,
yeah,
he was a curse.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
you want to know something that's funny? And you can. Ben Stiller has been to almost every Knicks game as well, and he just isn't like as he doesn't advertise it like that until this year when they started winning. They showed pictures of him. He went to one, like he said, on a date back in the day and took photos, and now he comes to every one, and he's like, same thing. Like that's just.
I remember watching Spike Lee.
Yeah, man.
Patrick Ewing and Starks were on that team because a lot of people don't know this about me. I have been a Knicks fan. I'm not. I didn't shout out the Knicks because I don't want to be called.
Yeah.
Bandwagoner. Dude,
back when Spike Lee looked like Flavor Flav. No.
I've been watching them since the days of Starks and Oakley. All right, when I was watching them on MSG.
Yeah.
Like I've been watching them back in the day.
Well, I'm telling you what Spartan's talking about. That's back when Spike Lee looked like Flavor Flav, the big bucket hats and the goals and shit. Like,
yep. And that's when I started noticing Spike Lee. So Spike Lee's an OG. Like,
man,
he watched that big gorilla of a man, Patrick Ewing, with 17 flat tires, trying to run back and forth across the fucking court.
Yeah. That's like my grandma, man. She's a Bills fan. I mean, she doesn't go as balls to the wall as we do. I don't even think she has Bills decorations. But I mean, every Sunday she's there with her blanket, watching her Pepsi or popcorn, watching the Bills, calling. She used to call me. Did you see that? The game? And so, man, I hope that's like that stuff, like you said, them ones that have been there since day one. That like she's almost in her 90s now, and I'm like, come on, we got to get one.
Well, and so.
Patrick Ewing wasn't shit, bro.
No,
Larry Bird had his nuts on that motherfucker's chin daily, son.
How good Ewing was. He was saying that Patrick Ewing looks like a silverback gorilla more.
That had Larry Bird's nuts on his chin.
But no, and like I said, and then they win the championship, and then you see the fans go absolutely crazy and start lighting the city. Like, what? Why? What?
Right.
Like destroying.
I think. You know what's crazy? People say Buffalo fans would burn the city to the ground. I think there's enough of them that are humble that would stop the people that are trying to be idiots from doing it. Be like, hey, man, like, go crazy, get drunk, but don't ruin this for the rest of us. Come on, man.
I hope so, but
I don't know. They didn't do it at
well, can't nobody top Philly. Sorry for that kid and his family, but
the last game of at Highmark when they were tearing all that shit down.
Yeah.
They were taking fucking traffic cones and shit.
Oh, dude, the dude ripped a freaking sign off the wall, like a parking sign. I was like, what a douchebag, bro. But then I was like, I mean, I guess they are going to destroy it. Should I take one? No. And it's funny because now you can buy chunks of grass in Walmart. Like they have them rolled up in bags and then like seats and stuff. I guess they thought more people were going to buy that shit than really did. I think it like started out cool and then people were like, yeah, what am I really? Because my brother, he has one from the Bills stadium. It's either that or the Sabres old stadium, one of the two. And same thing. He's like, yeah, I got it from Wegmans and now I've had it for like 5 years. It just sits there. Like, what the fuck am I going to do with it? I was like, yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I mean, it's just like I just feel like like I said, most of those celebrities, they just ruined the nostalgia of that parade and everything, which should have been just for the players and everything. And it's like, and especially the ones like, dude, you haven't been around, you weren't rooting for him. But let's be honest, we're gonna see the same exact thing if the Bills ever win the Super Bowl. You're going to see people that it's like, dude, didn't you give up on this team like 5 years ago?
Right.
You know, it's kind of like.
Don't get me wrong. We are one of the most diehard longevity. Like, if you're a Bills fan, you're a Bills fan for life, unless you're one of them people that gave up on them. But like, I'd be curious as to see, like, if there was a way to detect, if you could get all the Bills fans together and detect how many have only been fans for about 9 years now.
Well, let's just be honest. It's just like the comeback game. You know, if they win the Super Bowl, that's gonna be the only Super Bowl that 10 million people probably attended.
Right.
Yeah.
If
So
we make it to the Super Bowl, I might go party. I ain't going in. I ain't got that kind of money.
it depends
I'll
on
be
where.
sleeping in my truck.
Where's the Super Bowl this year if we made it?
Los Angeles.
LA? Fuck no, I damn sure ain't making it in there. I ain't even making it there, bro. The ticket there's gonna be $1,000.
Dude, I got a place for us to stay, bro. Don't worry. I got a buddy that lives in Rancho Cucamonga.
That doesn't sound right.
Wait.
It's an actual place. Rancho
Aren't the Chargers in LA now?
Yes.
Yeah.
They're playing the same
So
stadium.
wait, time out. Tell me Diggs Garza lives out in fucking LA, bro.
No, Diggs Garza is Minnesota.
Or,
you're thinking Doc Lightning.
Not Diggs.
Doc Lightning.
Doc Light. Tell me he lives out there. Let's fucking go, bro. Yo, Pat, this super fan, this dude needs to be like this dude. I'm pretty sure is honorary Bills Mafia. Doc Lightning for the Chargers. This dude walks around looking like fucking Rick from Rick and Morty with a big lab coat and like, dude.
He's Doc Emmett L. Brown.
Oh yeah.
Back to the Future.
But dude, I don't fucking know. But still, just he's got like a bit. To me, it's like Rick and Morty. He's got the big lab coat on. Dude, we went up to him for something. We're like, hey, we need. He was like, okay, yeah, sure, here.
Water.
We're like, oh, we need water. And he was like, all right, yeah. Gave the water, but was like, here, just tips your head back and fucking shoves a bottle down your throat, like, glot, 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 glot. Like, whoa! And then, like, as you're about to say thank you, like, here, do it again. Glot, 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 glot. Whoa! Like, that dude's fucking awesome. He's like the me of Chargers fans, bro. You couldn't talk to him. Even if you tried to go up and, like, ask him what time it was. As soon as you walk up, you'd be like, hey, man, whoa, whoa, whoa. All right, but what do you need for real, though?
Blow the whistle and pour it down your throat.
Yep. It just cut you off, but then he's so nice, though. He'll be like, all right, but what do you really need? All right, cool. Yeah, we'll get that. Bloop, 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 bloop. Let's go get it. I'm like, Jesus, dude, I can't even move.
So, quick follow-up question. How did that sound go again, Corey?
Fuck y'all.
I mean,
I made so many sound effects and got so worked up right there, I forgot half of them. Yeah. Oh, dude, that man. Next year, we have to go. I'm telling you, we all have to just get a spot. You got to come, Pat. Let's just go to DC. Fuck it.
I'm not a fan of it being in DC. That's the problem.
Neither am I, but fuck, man. You get the best of both worlds. When you're hungover in the morning, go take pictures of the White House. And then when you're drunk at night, take pictures of the White House.
Corey, here's something to think about. You are a super fan that wears a mask. Do you think that you are going to be able to wear a mask in Washington, D.C.?
Couldn't do it in Pittsburgh.
Look, man. If they don't let me wear my shit, I'm pissing on the White House front lawn, dude. You're gonna have to fucking come.
Corey, you're bald. We can just paint your head to match your mask. Uh-oh, the light bulb just went off.
Well, I don't know if I'd paint my whole head red and do the whole Bills hood, but underneath, I mean, I could get the little, like, Robin-style mask. Underneath, he does have, so even if they didn't allow that, you could do, like, a black fucking mask-style paint like his.
Yeah, he did have a black mask under the helmet.
And apparently that's DC's new movie they're coming out with. They're going to do a whole thing about, I almost said Bill's hood. Wouldn't that be sick? About Red Hood. I should hit him up, see if I can get in it.
All right. Well, we got about 20 minutes left. I don't know. Is there anything else you guys want to discuss or bring up?
SummerSlam, bro. We have not talked wrestling in a hot minute.
we definitely have to talk a little SummerSlam because
I had to take credit for saying it because I knew Pat was going to bring it up, especially after last night, dude, or Monday night.
dude, SummerSlam is already only has like 4 matches booked, but damn, if it was just those 4 matches, that's the show.
Right. I was like, come on. Man. At first, I was like, come on, man. Oba and Brock again. And then Brock was like, Hell in a Cell. I was like, oh, shit. That's 2 big boys to be smacking around that cell, dude. But it's in Minneapolis, so you can't tell me that Oba doesn't win and Brock don't retire for real in this time. Isn't that his hometown?
It is his hometown. Now, I can't say that he's going to retire because let's be honest. I mean, he did that at WrestleMania and he's still there. So let's be honest. John Cena and AJ Styles are truly right now the only 2 guys that I know that have said they're retiring and have stayed retired. But
oh, I can't wait to get the internet at my house, man. This 800-year-old grandma just pulled up in this top-down Mustang, bro.
She's trying to race you.
Is she living her best life? She's like 90, bro. She came to smoke a joint, I promise you.
Sugar grandma.
Not only are we getting Brock and Obafemi and Hell in a Cell, we are getting Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns.
At first, I was like, but then when Seth broke it down, I'm not going to lie, man. Seth got me. I had a tear, dude. When he was like, bro, this is our last chance to do it. I'm like, I get it. But then when he broke it down, like, yo, man, we were young and hungry. And now you see all these young and hungry guys. Like, he's like, even if we want to, man, age, we just can't keep up with them no more. Like, we got one last. And I was like, and I know I always say it and it always gets shut down. I know it probably won't happen. But if it was to happen, I don't think he'll come out and like help either one out. I think he'll come out at the end just for like them to fucking like whatever. But I could see Dean Ambrose coming out at the end of the match or whatever, or like play it off at the end as one's about to pin the other one and they're doing their thing. Like he comes out and like brings the peace back and they're all like, "What's up?"
Yeah, but, I mean, I think we all.
I mean, if they're about to retire and they did a Shield run one last time, dude,
it would be nice.
From now until WrestleMania and then have them go out in WrestleMania? Bro, let me write this shit, dog. Just let me write this shit.
I want to hear, instead of burn it down, I want to hear Seth come out. Sierra Hotel.
Yeah. Yep.
That would be fucking.
But then watch Roman and then have it like a mind game. Roman comes out to the same thing, though.
The thing is, Seth Rollins already did that a couple years ago at the Royal Rumble when he faced Roman Reigns one-on-one. He came out with the Shield entrance.
Well, you know some old Shield fucking
some shit Vince McMahon. You know some shit Vince McMahon would have done though. Vince McMahon would have not told them and then been like, "Hey, it's gonna be special guest referee," and then Dean Ambrose comes out as the guest ref.
And then I noticed, so Joey Hatch put on here, didn't John Cena come back for one more match? No.
Since
he had his retirement match.
Gunther tap, he was done.
He's come back for appearances, but he's not had another match.
Yeah, he did that like Danhausen thing. That's the other thing I can't wait for. You know they're going to set up something cool at SummerSlam with Danhausen and The Miz and them.
But speaking of John Cena, have you guys seen the photos on Facebook the last couple of days?
No. I saw that thing that you sent.
Okay, well, I'll have to see if I can find it. But John Cena apparently has completely shaved his head for round 2 of his hair transplant, and damn. Yeah, it looks weird bald. Just saying.
Yeah, he's like I'm surprised Hollywood hasn't done it yet. I've seen a lot of jokes about him. Like, remember the Ernest movies back in the day? I've seen like jokes about him dressed up like it and how he looks like Ernest. I'm like, that would be cool, man.
I would embrace it. I would do a remake of one of his movies. Like, I think the Christmas one would be cool.
I think it'd be cool too because he was like that scrawny redneck dude, and John Cena's like the big, bulky, like fucking. But make him the dopey character though.
Yeah. Well, like
I watch that Christmas one every year. That's like the first Christmas movie I watch every year.
Ernest P. Worrell.
And his little dog Rimshot.
I mean, either that or let's be honest, the other classic, Ernest Goes to Camp.
Yeah, dude.
Ernest goes to wrestling camp.
He's like, look, Indian arrows. He's like, those look pretty new though. He's like, they didn't have plastic. Oh my god. No, yeah, WrestleMania, or I mean SummerSlam though, like you said, just the matches they set up already. Like if it's just them four, I'd be happy. That's why I think something big is happening. Like Brock Lesnar might retire, something. Like I could really see that happening now.
And we got to talk about the newest thing that happened. I can't believe they let Sami Zayn win the WWE title. I'll be honest with you, I never would have thought that was going to happen.
I don't know if it was because they were in that one country that he claims to be from, of the 700 he's apparently from. But like, it's like they go to Saudi Arabia and all of a sudden he speaks Arabic and some part of him is from there. And then they go to Canada and that's where he's from. And then they go to somewhere else and that's where he's from. I'm like, God damn.
And then I sent it in the group chat that has Will from the Bears boys on it. We're in 2026, and those that remember the Attitude Era, the current TNA World or Tag Team Champions is the Hardys, and the AEW Tag Champions are Edge and Christian.
Yeah.
2026, and those two tag teams are holding tag team gold. That is insane.
Yeah.
Considering, just remember, it was only a couple years ago, Edge and Christian were forced into retirement.
And Paige and what's her name are female champs, aren't they?
Yeah, but that's not like your childhood.
Yeah, even they were a while back, but still, yeah, that's not as.
I mean, let's be honest. We somehow, again, they need to pull the Dudley boys out of retirement.
Yeah, man.
Tag champions, and all three of them. That would be insane. Because literally, that's the only thing that's missing from that is the Dudleys.
Yeah.
But yeah, and again, it would be cool to see. That would be another match. I don't know if I would want to see it now, but another. I would like to see an inspirational TLC match that emulates what Edge, Christian, Matt, Jeff, and the Dudleys did.
Again. Yeah, man. They tried that one time, and it was good, but it wasn't like when they did the New Day and all them like a year or two back. But it still wasn't really the same.
Well, like I said, I think the best tag team ladder match that I've seen in a while was WrestleMania 33 here in Orlando, when out of nowhere there's the Hardys returning.
Yeah,
and let me tell you, that was one of the biggest pops I've ever seen at a live wrestling event.
Yeah, you know what I think would be, and even if it was a singles ladder match, you know what I think would be one of the best ladders matches to have right now with some of the big high flyers. You got to have Jey Uso. You got he would do some off the wall shit still. People are gonna hate it, but the dude that has some natural talent, you got to have Logan Paul. That dude is like Vince. What's his name? Not Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon's son, Shane. He's like Shane McMahon. Like he ain't really a wrestler, but that dude is gonna throw his body on the line and do whatever the fuck, man. Them two, like. LA Knight does some crazy shit, but he's getting dude, like Braun Breaker. Them put these crazy Javon Evans. Put these big high flyers that are willing to still do the wild crazy shit, man, and start having some old school like ladder shit. Like, hey, when they're still 20, their bodies can take it.
Well, that's what I said. So at WrestleMania, when it was that ladder match for the Intercontinental title, you had Penta, Ethan Page, Javon Evans, and that was a great match, and let's be honest, Penta stole the show in that match, along with Javon Evans.
You know the best one I think I've seen in a while, and it's not the Lucha match that just happened between El Grande Americano and El Grande Americano. Dude, that match was gnarly. In all the right ways, man. Like, it was natural bloody, not like this new AEW shit where they just fucking... Like, that was nuts.
I will tell you this. So Chad Gable was highly, pushed to the side back in Alpha Academy and all that. Like, they had no story for him. So when he came up with El Grande Americano, he embraced it. And I'll tell you, when he took that time off, I think he was trying to learn that lucha style. And when him and fucking... what's his name? The other guy. What's his real name?
Ludwig Kaiser.
Yeah.
Ludwig Kaiser. Both of those are phenomenal athletes.
Yep. They went and really trained and learned with real luchas and stuff. That's why they accepted them and allowed it to happen.
Yep. Like they put on a true lucha show.
But
I'll tell you, I have so much respect for Chad Gable's wrestling now because we didn't see that before. Like everybody knew he was good.
Right.
But
he had that natural, like high school, college wrestler talent.
Yeah. Now we see the potential of Chad Gable, and I'm like, you know what? And he's not terrible on the mic.
No.
Like
right.
He can do something.
He's like an LA Knight, man. It took forever to find his natural knit, and like now they're older, and it sucks because like even LA Knight, I still say like they're letting him fade, man.
Well, let's be honest though. If it wasn't for so Chad Gable did the El Grande Americano thing first. Had it not been for him getting hurt, you wouldn't have had Ludwig Kaiser go and take over the role, and then you wouldn't have had the two of them going at it. And again, this is what I say. As much as some injuries are setbacks, WWE did a fantastic job picking up where Chad left off when he got hurt, bringing him back in when he was ready, and they knocked it out of the park. Look, I know there's not a whole lot of people that understand. The guy currently down in running AAA as like the Triple H or the Shawn Michaels for NXT is currently the Undertaker. And I'm sorry, he's crushing it.
Yeah. I told you guys in the one group chat, I never really watch anything but Raw and SmackDown really, and then the pay-per-views. Even the Undertaker has me like starting. I still don't know a lot of the who the people are yet, but I was like, damn.
And what's scary is AAA is all free right now on YouTube every Saturday. And at some point, I'm like, listen, you're gonna get too big that they're gonna pull you from YouTube, or they're gonna put you on like some paid version of it. But as of now, it has been one of the best investments that WWE made buying them. And you know what? I'm really happy that WWE, even though they're sprinkling some of their guys in there and putting their spin on, they've pretty much left it alone and left it as AAA. And I'm like, that is the one thing I was glad that they did. I was worried they were going to, take like they did with the ECW rebrand and just absolutely ruin it.
They've done a good job, and I like it. Like, I mean, I've been a fan of the high flyers, the lucha style.
Yeah.
Not necessarily lucha, because before you could never access it, but now we can access it, and I'll tell you, that is just phenomenal work they're doing.
I used to be, like you said, I liked it, but I was like, besides the high flying stuff, I'm like, this is gay, dude. And now, like you said, that it's free, and I'm like learning the background. I'm like, I have so much respect for these guys.
And the respect that they have for each other.
Yep.
Like that whole mask versus mask, like that is a true lucha thing. Like, that is deep rooted in the lucha. Like,
that's why now I understand why Dominic isn't doing the mask thing yet. Like, he respects that shit and has to earn it.
But I mean, like, look, it's like watching back when we were growing up. It was like watching ECW, and then the passion that those AAA guys have. Like, we can make fun of guys like Danhausen, and I still say it's Corey putting on face paint, even though he says it's not him. Mr. Iguana.
Mr.
That fucking dude, I was like, who the fuck is this guy? And then I looked up his story, and I'm like, the dude literally created the character, and like Danhausen back in the day, created him on a WWE game back in the day, and then got famous and was like, hey, I'm just going to be the Green Iguana guy, like on the game. And I was like, I respect the fuck out of that, man.
Again, things like that probably would be like, you'd probably frown upon it had it not been for guys in the past like Goldust.
Yeah,
Goldust doesn't do what he did. You're not seeing a Mr. Iguana like that. That's
even Cody Rhodes has been starting, now that he's older, like starting to bring back up his Stardust days and realize like, yeah, it was dumb, but fuck it, dude.
I mean,
like, if you think,
how many people sit there and say they miss Enzo and Big Cass all the time?
Yeah.
Well, apparently they may
Yep,
have
they're coming
re-signed with
back.
WWE.
I heard Cass signed a
Yep.
deal and he's bringing Enzo with him.
Yeah, but before we get into that, you were talking about the passion that these lucha guys have. I mean, like this whole mask versus mask. Like when you lose your mask, that's it. You're done wearing it. Rey Mysterio actually had to get like permission from the
Yep.
lucha, like governing whatever body, to actually be
Yep.
able to wear his mask again because
Yep.
he was demasked.
And
in
I'm pretty sure back
WWE.
then Vince McMahon definitely had a hand in them agreeing to let that happen. Oh,
Well, no, that was WCW days.
yeah.
When he came back to WWE, he was allowed to wear it. So yeah, he probably did play a part in it. But however, you had to get special permission. You know, because once
Right.
you lose your mask, that's it. You're done. You are
Yeah.
no longer a masked lucha libre anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, so I thought like just like hearing stories of like this, like they value that tradition. They have that passion, and it just makes me, you know, appreciate the lucha style of wrestling a little bit more.
Well,
So,
that's where I say like the internet nowadays has been really good for certain aspects of pro wrestling. It sucks because you got all these people that are always, oh, I don't understand why they're doing that and bitching and whining. It's like, shut up. Just sit there and enjoy it. That's all you got to do. But
and a lot of the kayfabe stuff that like you find out ahead of time instead of in real time.
I mean, it's back. That's the same thing when we were kids and watched SmackDown when it first came up, and you knew it was taped, and you always had that one website that spoiled, but you still went and watched it because I know what's going to happen.
Website. I didn't have interwebs when I was a kid.
Dude, it was back WWE and WCW. I was like, man, WCW is trash, dude.
I know when you were
My
a kid,
MySpace didn't have that story, okay?
I know, Spartan, when you were a kid, you had the stick in the wheel as your toy, but
I did.
Right.
I did, and I kicked a can.
And then when the stick broke, you had to wait till Christmas to get a new stick. But no, I mean, you're seeing stuff like with the internet. It has brought us stuff like seeing stuff like the AAA. You're seeing other promotions in Mexico where you're seeing these guys that are doing these things like the passion. You're seeing it in Japan. There's different traditions in their style of pro wrestling that isn't here in America. But literally, you can go over there all you want. But if you're not going to abide by their tradition stuff, they don't even let you in the ring.
Yeah.
That's why you remember that movie when we were kids with like Jean-Claude Van Damme? It was like blood sport and all that, and he was always in those overseas like fighting tournaments. I had a huge, like, I still look them up now and then. I had a huge passion for that as a kid. Like, I used to look those like Tekken-y, like the Mortal Kombat, like those style tournament game, like in real life up. And like you said, like you think they're like really trying to hurt each other, and they're not. Like it's it's same thing. Like it's respect at the end of the day. Mm-hmm. Spartan had stone tablets for interwebs.
I had a beeper, man. What are you talking about?
Do you know what Spartan's instant messenger was?
AIM.
Messenger pigeons.
I had AIM and Yahoo
Chat. Fucking AIM, dude.
You've got mail.
I remember when that was like the hottest thing to message everybody on. You get home from school and sit on the computer all night talking on AIM.
Well,
that or you log into Yahoo Messenger and it go Yahoo.
Yeah, remember that?
Speaking of those old school stuff, did you know that supposedly at the end of this year it's supposed to be done. They're finally getting rid of it. Did you know dial-up was still a thing somewhere?
Is it?
Oh wow.
AOL has said that at the end of 2026 they will no longer be doing AOL dial-up. I'm like, there's people that are still dealing with that.
I remember I was having a conversation with somebody one time, and I was just like bringing back nostalgia stuff, and I said, you know what? I got something that will trump anything that you think that you know about my past. I said, you realize I used to get the internet in the mail on a CD?
Yep. I remember that. You get like 120 hours or like 60 hours or like, yeah, I remember that. Remember when Mountain Dew? Remember you like, get Mountain Dew and you could get.
Yeah, I need some time.
My thing that I refer back to, remember you'd buy like Mountain Dew or Pepsi and you'd get like the old PlayStation games in there, but it was like 6 or 7 little demo games. You could play like 2 levels or like 10 minutes of it or something.
Dude, I
I used to have all those, man.
I got the Burger King games for my Xbox.
Yeah, or you'd get the CDs and it'd be like a random Sum 41 song, like a Blink 182, like just random shit.
I mean,
Dude, I
come on,
remember getting Pop-Tarts,
remember those
dude.
weird catalogs that would show up and you pay like, what was it, $10 and you got like 50 CDs?
Yeah.
Yep. You know what was really big when I was a kid? Remember the Topps catalogs?
Money.
Remember the Topps catalogs? You'd sit there looking up football card prices all the time and shit.
Yep.
You'd buy the big catalog. I remember I get a new one every year for Christmas.
The Beckett Quarterly.
Yep.
And then, you know, do you remember what Netflix originally used to be?
Yeah, when it came in the mail in a package.
And then
So
you couldn't
here,
get a
funny
new one, you
story.
sent the other one back.
Yeah.
Funny story about Netflix, okay? This is probably gonna
Netflix used to be a mail company, bro, like UPS.
So there was a movie that Johnny Knoxville produced. Okay, he was the producer. It was a documentary called The Wild and Wonderful Whites of West Virginia.
Oh yeah.
So you could not find that on DVD. So I rented it from Netflix. And it got lost in the mail.
Well,
It's in my camper.
Netflix didn't care if you never returned the movie. You just couldn't get another one until you did.
No, you had to pay them for it.
Well,
So I paid $14.95.
Yep.
And I have a DVD in my camper of The Wild and Wonderful Whites of West Virginia. If you have never seen it,
they were like, that was the first thing that came out to start the downfall of Blockbuster was Netflix mailing out movies.
Yeah,
you could just call and order it.
Look up The Wild and Wonderful Whites of West Virginia, even the clips. If you
I've seen it.
Yeah, if you can find the clip of Taco Bell, that is the best one. Y'all got your mozzarella sticks.
Yo, the first time I ever hung out with Spartan, I think I went down and me and She Who Must Not Be Named went and we picked him up. We went to see Swank at that concert. And we'd met before then, but that was like the first time we hung out for a while. And it was funny because you brought that up, and me and her, She Who Must Not Be Named, were like, bro, we've seen that. We watch that shit regularly. And we were like, what? Dude, we started quoting. It was funny.
That is the CBS done took her baby.
I had to come outside so you guys could see what I see.
I'm telling you, y'all got to watch that. It's not wrestling. It's not football. But if you like a laugh, it is based on a true family.
It's Joey Hatch and Lou RQ's inbred hillbilly family.
Oh my God, dude. And my wife followed them on Facebook, like the individual family members. I think 3 of them are still in jail.
Oh shit.
Because of the movie?
What is the movie?
The Wild and
Wonderful Whites.
Wonderful Whites.
No,
of West Virginia.
Of West Virginia.
Are they in jail because of the movie?
No. It's there's antics that they do in the movie that they think they do in everyday life that probably got them arrested later on.
I would say it probably could have stemmed from where Jackass got their ideas from.
Yeah, when we went down to West Virginia last year, my wife was pissed. Because we went down we geocache. We use $1 billion satellites to find Tupperware in the woods. And we were down there. It was the week before the Coal Festival, which is what they do. They look forward to this. The White family does. And they go and they attend this. And my wife was pissed because we couldn't attend the Coal Festival. She wanted to meet them. They probably shank her or some shit, but
you bring up movies and wrestling and certain things. Have you guys have seen some of the TV shows like Chicago Med, right?
Yeah.
The Dr. Charles in there. Did you know he was the main guy in Ready to Rumble? He was the king.
Oh yeah. You know how many of these new remakes or new things they do and they put the original guy in there and I never catch it until someone says something and I'm like, oh yeah, that really was that guy.
Like in Chicago PD, the guy that played, I know his characters died, but the one guy in there used to be the Casey Jones from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle
Yeah.
movies.
Yep.
So, but all right, well, gone a little over, but what are they gonna do? Kick us off the internet?
Overtime.
Just don't tell them you're wrong.
Oh.
But, so we'll give some final thoughts and then we'll close it out. So, Spartan, start with you.
Again, best wishes to CJ2K and his family. Prayers to them. We can only hope that you live a longer than expected life than what they give you. But cherish every moment with your family. And that goes to everyone. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. So please spend time with your family, spend time with your loved ones, spend time with your friends. Make the best of this life. We only live it once. Other than that, please go support Mafia Vets. We are a veteran organization.
We will be all over the next couple weeks.
Yeah, so we got what, Mafia Con coming up in a couple weeks.
Wingfest.
Mafia Con. So please, it'll be the first time that all 6 of the founding fathers will be together in one place. We have yet to have all 6 founding fathers together.
I know, that's why that post earlier, I was like, what is he talking about? We were all, and I was like, oh yeah, Chuck wasn't at the draft.
Chuck was not there. So we will have all of us there. So please come say hi. We may have some stuff. We don't know if stuff's going to be in, but we may have some stuff for you. At least we'll have our individual stickers. We just don't know about the Mafia Vet stuff of how much we're going to have at that time. But please come help support any way you can. Whether just by following the page, recognizing a vet that you know, or if you're a vet yourself, come join the page. We are all about helping each other out in this community. So please, just help us support each other. All right. That's all I got.
Yeah, man. Like Spartan said, July 18th, we'll be at MafiaCon. So come on out. I know I used to be that guy that was like out and see people dressed up and be like, oh, they don't want me to walk up to them and say anything. They don't. No, man, we like it. We love it. Come say hi, get a picture, grab a sticker, whatever you want. Even if you just want to ask what Mafia Vets is about, even if you want to ask what Superfans is about, you want to whatever, even if you're not a fan of any of that and you're a fan of the individual character like Spartan with Halo or myself, anything, just come up. We're all cool. But Bills wise, I'm ready for football, man. I can't wait. I didn't get no training camp tickets, but I got a couple in the lottery I didn't get. But one of the guys that has season tickets gave me a pair of them to August 1st. So we'll be able to take out a training camp. But yeah, other than that, just wrestling, and that's about it. Appreciate all the Mafia Vets and everybody that helped and backed up and with the Jeep and all that. I know after this, I got to go make some phone calls. So, and we appreciate everyone on BWO. We love y'all, man.
And, I'll just piggyback off of what Spartan said. Again, tomorrow's not certain. And,
man,
this whole differences between,
stop and enjoy the little things.
You can't hang out with your family members because somebody might have voted one way or another. Stop all that. Go hang out with your family. Go hang out with your friends. None of that matters because at the end of the day, when they're gone, none of that's going to matter. And you're gonna end up looking back and going, "Damn, I wasted all that time over something stupid when I could have been hanging out with family and friends."
Like dumb arguments in a 24/7 Buff Pandemonium group chat. I want to chill at the Ranger with everybody. No, I'm just fucking.
So, all right, everybody. We'll send it out the way we normally do. Go Bills.
Go Bills.
Mafia. Mount.